Another question is, how cool and awesome was it to be next to Joaquin Phoenix? Quite close, I would
Yeah,
say, probably.
that was great. He's a true professional. He's been doing this a long time. He's very committed to the craft. Uh, and I think on that film, on Joker, obviously he won the Oscar for it, so the work speaks for itself. But he was all in. And it's sort of like, maybe I don't know if a sports analogy would make sense here, but when you have someone who's just really committed to what they're doing and committed to their craft, after a certain point, you sort of just it's like, cool, like I'm not going to get in your way. Like you got it. Like you're there. You're in the zone. Like go for it.
Mhm.
It's like you don't have to necessarily have a conversation with Michael Jordan with the game on the line and there's 5 seconds left and okay, how are we going to take the shot and what are you going to do and this is that, like, yeah, you might drop a little bit of a play, but it's like you're going to do your thing and you're good. Like it's going to happen. And so maybe that's not the best analogy, but I think you know what I'm saying, right? So um, the reason I say all that is because there weren't like conversations like, hey, how's it going? And this and that, because the focus was there, and technically too, if I'm really focused and doing my job, I'm not necessarily going to be like chit chatting and, just sort of socializing,
Mhm.
necessarily either. It's sort of like, cool, we're all here to do something and you can be friendly and nice and talk about everything under the sun. And that's how some people work. And that is, a dynamic that you adjust for if you see it. But then if you don't, and it's like clearly the person's, head down, I'm doing my thing,
Mhm.
you just got to make sure you're like, all right, I'm going to adjust to that and not get in this person's way and let them do their thing. And just know that I'm ready for anything that I might be needed for. That's the thing. Like speed, right? You have to think fast, you have to react quickly, and if you don't, people will notice. It sounds a little cliched and silly, but on that level stuff, productions like that, like speed counts for a lot because time is money. Like you're literally paying for every minute you're at a location or you're in a stage, or if you go 1 minute over, then that counts as another hour of OT for the crew, which can add up to being quite a lot of money. So speed is very important, which again, was why for me, I didn't want to get caught in a situation where I was distracted because I was looking at my phone and then I didn't respond to something as quickly as I know I could have if I was just there kind of like hanging out, like watching stuff ready for whatever's coming my way.
Mhm.
So, um, not to rag on the phone and social media or anything, but it can slow you down in situations like that because you just get distracted. You're like, oh shit, look at this cool thing and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, someone's like, where are you? What's happening? And you're like, what, like, so just, I didn't want to put myself in that kind of a situation.